Hello, Starseeds. Hope you're all doing well. I'm back here with another one of my tarot readings. On the subtler moon phases, in order to break into the brand new year, we've just entered together as a collective consciousness on this note and channel as much information from this minuscule level as we can to get us prepared before the new ascension cycle and phase begins to pick back up again to help the next waves of ascensioners ascend to the fifth dimension. Watch my latest Planet of the Month tarot reading videos to acquire some really depthful, thorough insight and continual downloads on how the structure of the next ascension cycle will flow, for it is much more organized, thoughtful, and straightforward than the first cycle, now that the first wave Blu-rays have completed the entire thing and come back with a well-structured blueprint to willingly and happily upload into the solar system and fairy matrix system and share with the collective conscious. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into exploring what the Waxing Crescent phase is, looks like, and does for us, for anyone who may be in need of a bit of an overview before we begin the miniature reading. Focusing on just one card here, since it is one of the more subtler phases out of some of the other subtle moon phases. To begin with, the waxing crescent moon is a phase of the moon that occurs when a small portion of the moon is visible from the ground. It is the second phase of the moon cycle and appears following the new moon. It is mostly visible in the western sky shortly after sunset and lasts for about a week until finally transitioning into the first quarter phase of the moon. The moon's orbit carries the illuminated side of the moon farther into view, making it appear to grow each day. The angle of the moon and the sun during a waxing crescent moon causes gravitational pulls on the tides to cancel each other out, which decreases the amount of tidal pull. On more spiritual, depthful levels, it also helps our hearts open up on an emotional level, as crescent moons tend to do, crescent having a bit to do with crying here, as we part ways with the limiting past another layer, and this is so we may have enough emotional depth to contain and support the love for others, which is incredibly important. In addition, it also helps us to open up and unlock a greater sense of freedom, space, and peace within ourselves, as well as to earn a greater boost of strength to move forward in life as a sovereign, whole, refreshed, independent individual, etc. The shifts that we make throughout the waxing crescent phase is also a sort of setup and adjustment period for when the first quarter phase finally arrives here about a week following after its first day active. So, now that we've received a decent foundation of understanding regarding the waxing crescent moon phase, I think now is a great place to begin getting into the tarot reading. The first card that I wanted to be of support to the Ascending Starseed Collective, coming with a bit of a strong emphasis behind it, is the Major Arcana card, the Fool. Almost immediately, my eyes begin to shoot downwards towards the 0 written and located at the bottom of the card, which is coming with the energies of the freshest breath air and breeze that I actually felt brush against the left masculine side of my body, as well as the energies of reaching a 0 point, a grand restart, if you will, and new beginnings. This is almost definitely depicting the official stopping of the first cycle and phase of the 12 to 14 year long ascension process, turning into the Hunger Games ascension process starting in 2012 and officially kicking off in the fall of 2014, due to the first wave Blu-ray Starseed Hebrew Israelite Spy Kid 144 Matrix Warriors. Quite a lot of titles, I know, right? Completely dominating the whole thing, the Witch Age Dark Age aspect of it, including its entire beast system matrix, blocking the New Earth, Middle Earth, Golden Age of Aquarius Paradise timeline from commencing for all of God's Starseed children, acting as a barrier for its twisted game to be the troll whom blocks us from crossing. But now, since Heaven and Earth is officially here, which comes with a package, this means that the Age of Pisces and its entire old paradigm that we were taught to grow accustomed to for at least 1,000 years, lifetime to lifetime, must now totally break down, all of its outdated matrix codes included, so that our fairy matrix system may download the brand new 2.0 codes for living right from our fairy universe and then anchor them into our solar system, where it will update the entire planet to the new, healthier standards of living that we shall follow permanently for the rest of existence, only adjusting it along the way when in need of more upgrades. Officially shaping the age of Aquarius, all of its eras, and all of its paradigms for us, and structuring the brand new format of the second cycle of the Ascension process for us, all in the same go, very thankfully. The way that she has her arms outstretched by either sides of her in the image is coming with an exhale that I can feel coming from her, as well as with the permission for her to let go of all of the tension, former lessons, and experiences pertinent to Ascension that she acquired while in the old Ascension arena that's dying and shutting down for updates pretty soon, before starting up for the next waves again. When inferring with spirit to be sure, I was told that these former lessons and experiences you had in the old arena and timeline will not be recorded and taken with you into the brand new arena to be resumed once again, as these lessons and experiences were more so historic, karmic, and like an important, incredibly telling story that we were all meant to fairly play out honestly, to have an authentic tally of what we produced while away from our old world reality and off on duty. Spiritual duty heavily included in the entire equation. Of course, this all also ties into Judgment Day as well, in which we've all been warned to get prepared for thoroughly in one way or another within this lifetime, which is another reason why all progress must be locked into place and honored exactly as it played out, so it may be sent up to the high divine officials overseeing our home and galactic district domain, and be reviewed or graded from the most honest, authentic place before receiving back the results of all of our efforts, transcribed and translated right to us from our very fairy kingdom. It feels like the young woman in the illustration's body is in the process of needing and even yearning, for some of you in the latter waves, for a greater sense of peace, calm, clarity, and certainty, which just so happens to be what this phase of the moon is here to focus on when active. Due to the unsettling, chaotic feeling, the not in Kansas anymore sort of homesick feeling you'll get when not being firmly planted or grounded in a concrete timeline, realm, or dimension, stirring these emotions and feelings of instability within the body at the moment. So, just like the golden light beaming ever so brightly and beautifully, and now warmingly I'm feeling it heat up, right next to her, I'm going to ask that this same exact light force activates within everyone in need of this at the moment, so it may seep into all areas in need of this clarity, peace, calm, certainty, and understanding, and work to bring you home, back to self, back to source, Spirit really wanted me to say, to bring logic to your mind, and apart you from those low vibrational thoughts and fears, preventing you from thinking and feeling everything clearly like you naturally, effortlessly should. And now you are ready for the next phase of Ascension to begin. And that concludes your Starseed Ascension Energies reading on the Waxing Crescent Moon and its current influences on us this month of January 1st to the 6th. I hope that you received all of the help, insight, and upgrades you needed throughout the mini endeavor, and that it carries you forth very well. Subscribe if you feel you receive a lot from these videos of mine. Comment down below if you have any questions, or would love to chat about what you've gathered here today. Donate to my PayPal if you feel you'd love to commune and say thanks. And I'll be back here with more enlightening videos for the Starseed Collective in the near future. Stay blessed, and welcome to the Age of Aquarius, Starseeds! As I woke up just this afternoon from a nap to feeling the new paradigm, age, and heaven on earth hit me way too strongly, to the point where I had the most heavenly emotional breakdown of my life immediately afterwards. So, congratulations if you also made the shift and got to experience it firsthand before everyone else in the world does the spiritual work they need to do in order to shift into it as fully as we have. Stay tuned and be excited for the Ascension Process 2.0 to take off in big directions you never imagined or thought possible once the new cycle kicks off, for it will for sure be an experience you'll never ever forget and want to be a part of. Bye for now.